Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I'll be reading through the OpenStax.org textbook called Prealgebra, second edition. Specifically, I'll be reading through section 1.1 titled Introduction to Whole Numbers. And I'll specifically be going through the part of this section with the heading Use Place Value to Write Whole Numbers. So here we are at OpenStax.org, Prealgebra second edition, section 1.1, Introduction to Whole Numbers, and the heading, Use Place Value to Write Whole Numbers. So we will now reverse the process and write a number given in words as digits. Okay, so the previous video was they gave you digits, and you had to write it in words, right? This is reversing that process. So they have immediately a how-to box. How to use place value to write a whole number. So step 1, identify the words that indicate periods. And remember that the ones period is never named. Step 2, draw 3 blanks. Indicate the number of places needed in each period. Separate the periods by commas. And step 3, name the number in each period and place the digits in the correct place value position. So, in example 1.6, we're asked to write the following numbers using digits, and we're given these numbers in words. So I'll write these out. So part A, we're given the following. 53 million, comma, 401,000, 401,000, comma, and then finally 742. Okay, so going through those steps from the how-to box. Step 1 was identify words that indicate periods. So remember there was a ones period, a thousands period. So I see 1,000 there. There was a millions period, a billions, trillions, but I'm seeing these, and again, the word ones is not named. So at the end here, this is representing, the words that represent the digits of the ones period again, but ones is never written. All right, then step 2 says draw 3 blanks to indicate the number of places needed in each period. Separate the periods by commas. So there is a ones period. There's 3 blanks there, comma. There's a thousands period, and it goes all the way to the millions. So 3 blanks for the thousands period, comma. Then the millions period the number of millions is only 53, which is a 2-digit number. So I only need 2 blanks for the millions period. So once again, I'll identify the periods, right? The ones period, the thousands period, and the millions period. And then finally, it said name the number in each period and place the digits in the correct place value position. So if I go from the, you can do beginning to end, end to beginning. I'll just start the way, write it as they gave it to me. 53 million. So it's 53 right there, 53, 53 million. So it should be 5 in the 10 millions place and 3 in the millions place, comma. Then 401,000. So in the thousands, it's 401, 401. 4 in the hundred thousands place. Notice there is no 10,000, no tens of thousands mentioned. And then just 1,000, so 1 in the thousands place. And then finally in the ones place, 742. 742, right? 7 in the hundreds place, 40, 4 tens, 4 in the tens, and then 2 in the ones. So there it is, written in digits, 53, 401, 742. 53,401,742. All right, and then we'll check the answer in a second. In part B, and there was a part B to this. Another name of a number given in words. So it's 9 billion, comma, 246,000,000, comma, 73,000, comma, 189. And again, that would be the ones, right? They don't mention it, they don't write it, but those are the ones in the ones period. And you have numbers in the thousand period, numbers in the millions period, and now we also going to have some digits in the billions period. So again, you get to the thousands, so you should have 3 spaces, 3 places for the ones. You get to the millions, so there should be 3 spaces, 3 places for the thousands period. Then you get to the billions, so there should be 3 places in the millions period. Now, there is no trillions. We don't go beyond the billions. So look at how many billions we have. We have just 9. 9 is a single digit number, so there should only be 1 place in the billions period. So again, you got the ones, the thousands, the millions, and then again, only 1 digit there though, but the billions period. Okay, so there were 9 billions, so 9 here, comma, 246 million, so 246, 246. comma. Just 73, so no 100,000, right? So 0 in the 100,000s place, but then 73 in the other two, 7 10,000s and 3 thousands, right? 73 thousands. And then 189 in the ones, period. 1 in the hundreds, 8 in the tens, 9 in the ones. So 9,246,073,189 written in digits. And let's check that these are correct. All right. So going back to the example, show solution. So at part A, say it's 53,401,742. All right, 53,401,401,742. Exactly what I had written. And part B, 9 billion, comma, 246,246, comma, 73,000, so 073, comma, 189, 189. Exactly what I had written as well. Great. Notice the note at the end here. Be sure to write zeros as needed to make sure that each period, except the first one, right, possibly the first one with the 9 billion, make sure that each period after the first one at least has 3 places. All right. And then we're asked to do this some more. So you got a couple of try it problems here. Now I've mentioned this in previous videos. I highly recommend that you try it yourself first. Pause the video, work it out on your own before you come back and watch me do it. Right? And compare your work to mine, see how you're doing. All right, so try it 1.11 says write the number in standard form, right, with the digits. Standard form with the digits. So it's 53,809,051. Okay, so I'm just going to write that. There were 53 million, so just 53, comma, 809, so 809,000, comma, 51. So no hundreds, right? So 0 in the hundreds place, and then 51. There's 53,809,051. 53809,051. And that's like with the other try it problems. You can go to the table of contents, answer key, we're in chapter 1 still. Go to the try it problems, this is 1.11, 53, comma, 809, comma, 051. Exactly what I had. Click on 1.11, and it takes you right back to that problem in the reading, or at least that section. I gotta scroll back in. Okay. All right, so try it 1.12. Again, we're asked to write the number in standard form, so that's with the digits. So I'll read it first. I'm not going to write the whole thing again. I'll just write the digits as I read it later. 2,022,714,466. So this is 1.12. So we have 2 billion. So just 2 comma, 2 billion, 22 million. So again, 22, there's no hundreds there, so you have 0 in the 100 million spot. There's 22. 2 billion, 22 million, comma, 714,000. So 7 in the 100,000, 1 in the 10,000, 4 in the 1,000. 714,000, comma, and then 466 in the ones period, 466. So there's 2 billion, 22 million, 714,466. 2,022,714,466. Let's check that out. So try at 112, 2, comma, 022, comma, 714, comma, 466. Exactly what I had written. Great. All right. So back to the section. All right, then after that, we're back to another example, okay, where you can see the solution here. So try example 1.7. So a state budget was about $77 billion, right? You see the dollar sign there, right? The budget in standard form. So write that number, $77 billion with all the periods filled in and the digits. Okay, so the number is, 77 billion. So notice the only word that is a period is billion. There's no millions, there's no thousands, there's no ones. I mean, usually there's not ones written. So I have 77 billion, billions. Then remember, as you go lower, it's billions, then millions. And again, each period should, after the first one at least, should have 3 places. So no millions, 000. Then no thousands, right? So another 000. And then finally, no ones, right? When you're writing out a whole number, the final period is the ones period. So here it is, $77 billion, dollars written in digits, written in, what they're calling standard form. 77 with, 9 zeros after it. So you see 77 in the billions, 000 millions, 000 thousands, 000 ones. Perfect. All right, and then very similar to that, try it 1.13. Write the number in standard form, right? Write the number described with digits. So the closest distance from Earth to Mars is about 34 million miles. So 34 million. So let's just try at 113 here. So yeah, they have the words, the 34 is not in words, but still 34 million. So again, the first step was identify any words that correspond to periods. The only one that does is million. There are no thousands and no ones, no billions, no trillions, just millions mentioned here. So I'll start with that. We have 34, million, comma, Remember, it goes millions and then the thousands period, but there are no thousands, so 000. And then finally, after the thousands period, the ones period, which again, well, there are no ones, just 000 yet again. And there you have it, 34 with 6 zeros after it. That is 34 million. And they said it was, 34 million miles approximately, between the closest distance between Earth to Mars. Let's check it out again, like all the other try it problems, right? So try it 1.13, and you're seeing 34, with 6 zeros after it, right? 34 million miles. All right, and then one more. Let's go try it problem number 1.14. Once again, we're asked to, write the number in standard form, write the number with digits. The total weight of an aircraft carrier is 204 million pounds. So another million. So you saw in try at 113, million, if there's nothing else, means, throw 6 zeros on the end. Three zeros for the thousands period and 3 zeros for the ones period. So the same thing's going to happen here, right? So when they say, so this is 1.14. So when you have, 204, 204 million pounds, and the only word that corresponds to the name of a period is million again. So I have, 204 million, comma, no thousands, right? So 000 for the thousands, and then no ones, right? 000 for the ones, and there you have it. And they said it was, this many pounds, right? 204 million pounds, the total weight of an aircraft carrier. But it's 204, with 6 zeros following it. Once again, let's check it out. Try at 114. And there you go, 204, comma 000, comma 000, 204 million pounds. Great. All right. So that's it for that. When you're asked to take a number that's described with words and write it in standard form, write it with digits. Again, the how-to box was there. Identify words that correspond to periods. Ones won't be written, but thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions. We haven't seen those yet, but there's higher ones, of course. And then just, fill in each period with 3 digits except possibly the first one. Right? The highest one might not have 3 digits, but every one after the highest one should have 3 digits in it. And separate the periods by commas. Simple as that. All right, so that's it for this video. In the next one, I'll be reading through the part of this section called round whole numbers. So rounding, approximating. And thank you very much for watching.